Well, we are entering the holiday shopping season, but some crooks are finding other ways to fill their stockings. The number of store thefts is rising, and they're getting more violent. 10 on your side's Ashley Knight shows us how this can affect you, the consumer.
Thieves who hit up stores from big box retailers on down to the mom and pop stores around the corner. It may seem like a crime that has nothing to do with shoppers who actually follow the law, but the truth is it does, and in more ways than one.
Hello, ladies.
Phil Scotty has been in business since he was 20.
How are you doing today?
It's been his passion for over 50 years.
We separate the store by sportswear and casual dress outfits.
But that passion can be diminished when thieves target your store. The National Retail Federation reports that nationally, the amount of merchandise lost to theft, fraud, and damages went up from nearly $94 billion in 2021 to $112 billion last year. Viral videos show the worst of it.
And immediately, within seconds, stealing $10,000 to $15,000 worth of merchandise in one fell swoop off of tables, off of racks, and stuffing them into trash bags.
On the larger scale, it's called organized retail crime, and it can have devastating consequences.
You're starting to see national brands that are closing stores in certain cities because it's becoming more expensive for them to secure those stores than what they are actually profiting on the back end.
Locally, the state of Virginia loses about $1.3 billion in merchandise a year through organized retail crime. The good news, Virginia just passed a law making those large smash and grabs a felony, punishable by up to 20 years in prison. The bad news, it only applies if the crooks get away with at least $5,000 worth of merchandise. And more bad news, those thieves will often set up shell companies on Amazon or eBay and sell those stolen items to unsuspecting consumers. On a smaller level, it's considered shoplifting, and combating it is where Phil Scotty shines.
And the way you prevent it is customer service. You look at a customer in the eye, and you, with the customer, you talk to them, and they hate it. So they'll up and leave the store.
He meets with his employees regularly, teaching them how to spot it.
The shoplifter gets nervous when you're looking at them, and sometimes they don't come in by themselves. They'll come in with a group, so you'll watch their eyes, and they'll signal to the other person what's going on.
And here's where it affects you. Small business insurance does not cover casual shoplifting. That lost revenue comes out of the owner's pockets, which in turn hits your wallet. They steal it, but you pay for it.
If you have shoplifting, you're going to have to absorb the cost somehow, so you're going to raise your price.
But then the issue really snowballs.
The shop owner is the victim. The local governments are the victims because they're now not collecting sales tax revenue on these items that are stolen.
Revenue that goes to pay for our local infrastructure, education, and upkeep of our parks and green spaces. When these crooks steal from a small store, they steal from the whole community. And even though being a retailer has gotten more difficult, Scotty would still encourage folks thinking about opening their own shop.
Why? Because if it's someone's dream and passion, don't take that passion away just because of shoplifting.
Now, many stores won't even report shoplifting because the suspects are rarely caught. Some stores, like Lowe's, are coming up with ways to discourage shoplifting. I've got that information at wavy.com. Ashley Knight, 10 on your side.